Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Well, first of all, I want to announce that I'm late as hell to being able to go through the announcement of Season 31, which is the season of the Forbidden Archives, as Blizzard has recently released Season 31 and what the season theme is going to be, as well as the rewards for doing the season and what to expect when doing said season. So, season rewards will be right there. We'll go over that in a second. Sanctuary needs your answer to the call and aid of Season 31, which will be starting as of April 12th at 5 p.m. PDT. That's pretty much, I believe, California time. And the season theme right here. Read through right here for duration of Season 31. Slots in Kanye's Cube that will allow you to equip 3 additional legendary powers will not be restricted of their usual categories. So usually with Kanye's Cube, you would only be able to socket a weapon, an armor, or a jewel, like a ring or amulet. But in this season, you could pretty much run, for example, if you wanted to, 3 weapons with Demon Hunter, or like 2 armors and a ring or an amulet. It's pretty much you can mix and match however you want to, and that's going to be a really huge development in builds and how those are going to go through, and the power creep of the season in general. In Season 31, in the cosmetic rewards, we're going to be getting the usual transmog. We're going to be getting the Season 17 season rewards, so we're going to be getting what seems to be the winter type. I'm not sure what this portrait is meant to be named or what this horse cosmetic is, but the biggest cosmetic reward will be the Valor portrait frame and the Angelic Treasure Goblin pet. The Angelic Treasure Goblin seems to be the most interesting one in my opinion, while the rest of them are just little collectibles. Yeah, Conqueror's set thing, that's been there before. Season Journey rewards, you'll get the Guardian of Sanctuary by finishing a level 70 Flum Rift, Torment 13. Yeah, 13. The 5 minutes Gem of My Life, upgrade 3 legendary gems to 55. Complete 2 conquests this season, kill Gom at level 70 in under 30 seconds. Slay Greed on Torment 13. Reach greater level 60 solo. Honestly, these journey or conquer stuff is going to be pretty easy to do. Honest to God, if you really wanted to, you can do everything in such a fast time. Or sorry, those were season journey rewards. I am very dumb. Seasonal conquests. Want to prepare for the conquest? The sprinter speedrunner is pretty much just you run through the game in under an hour. Avarice is you get 50 million gold outside of a vault or inner sanctum. Good day / I can't stop encourages you to upgrade your gems in that. Pretty much it's going to be the same type of stuff. This is the important part in my opinion. Hatterig's Gift. This is usually what's going to contradict how your season starts and how fast things are going to go through on your end. Here is the seasonal sets for each class. Oh, and I forgot to show this part. Yeah, I'm definitely a fantastic content creator, by the way, as my lack of pace and not scripting or, testing anything goes through and through. But you know what? We like to wing things on the fly on Niall's channel over here. And if you don't like it, eat a dick. So to start off, we have Barbarian Wrath of the Wastes, which is basically Whirlwind. Whirlwind is, I'm pretty sure, the best speed farming build for Barbarian, so Barbarians will have a pretty decent start with being able to get gems to a decent level, and ultimately get a nice head start Crusader has Roland's Legacy. I'm going to be frankly honest with you. I've never played Roland's Legacy, so I cannot put any information about how that build is. But it is better than I know for damn sure one class in this season. Demon Hunter by far has probably the best start. Yet again, if Unhallowed Essence or Gears of Desolation are or Dreadlands, or just God in a nutshell. If Unhallowed Essence or God is in this in Hatterig's gift, then it's wubba dubba dub dub in the terms for Demon Hunter, as both those builds are by far the uh, most fluent for speed farming. Monk has Remnant of 1,000 Storms. I don't think that's too bad of a build. I don't really know. I haven't played too much Monk unless if it's Inna, which last season I believe was Inna. Necromancer by far probably has it the worst because Rathma is not a good speed farm build, and Rathma's skill gap is huge as shit. So that's another thing to take into consideration. So there's that. Witch Doctor Helltooth Harness is a pretty good speed farm build from what I've seen. It's not bad at all. And Wizard Tal Rasha Elements. Tal Rasha was extremely nerfed in Season 30, but by far Tal Rasha is still a fairly decent speed farm build. You can make Lightning Comet out of it, and you could pretty much get through the entire beginning of the season. And if you really wanted to, with a good skill gap, you could get Tal Rasha up to Greater Rift 150 still. So if I were to rank the starting classes going from top being the best and bottom being probably the hardest, it would be Demon Hunter, Barbarian, Wizard, Witch Doctor, Monk, Crusader, Necromancer. And that's just my opinion. You could take it or leave it. And then, of course, they did some patch notes. They did age restriction. And then they've also thankfully changed the extra progression orb glitch that happened, because that somewhat happened. I never got to really see that glitch, and I don't really know how it happened, but at the end of the day, they apparently fixed it. So that's that. Ultimately, the season theme seems pretty interesting. It's not as power hungry as last season, as Season 31 had the Soul Shards returned. And it's definitely not like the Angelic Crucible or certain other seasons. I wasn't there for any season until Season 27, which was Angelic Crucibles. But I wanted Season 30 to reintroduce Season 25, as I wanted to play with the Soul Shards so bad. But ultimately, that's pretty much going to be it for the Season 31 heads up update, pretty much, like the news and that. And you could pretty much click off this if you don't care about what my plans are for this season, because half the time people just want to get the news and they don't care about what else is put up, so that's fine. But if you're going to stick around, then thanks. So my goal for this season is to just at least get one Greater Rift 150, and that's ultimately going to be it. I don't really have any other expectations. I'm not going to sit there and full blast like I was able to in Season 30, as life has gotten pretty hellish with me with work and classes, but ultimately I will try to record whenever I do those. Maybe I'll do some recording type style Let's Plays of Season 31, or maybe I'll dabble in streaming now that my internet's decent. My ultimate goal is probably going to be playing just 3 classes this season, and of course it's going to be Demon Hunter. There's no questions asked. I'm a hardcore Demon Hunter blaster. I have almost 550 hours on Demon Hunter, so there's no fucking way I'm not going to blast Demon Hunter. I might do Crusader, depending on how Cube is going to help with Crusader. Honestly, I believe my goals are going to be with Demon Hunter, Crusader, and I want to try Witch Doctor this season. I have like no hours with Witch Doctor, and I think it's about time I actually played the class. Cause Witch Doctor's not that bad. It definitely does have ups and downs. That's most builds and classes. They obviously will have their ups and downs, and at the end of the day, it's ultimately just finally getting out there and trying to do what you want to do. And that's exactly what I want to do. Is I want to sit there and try and do these builds for once because it's interesting. I I love being able to just go out and experiment with things because I did it. I've been doing it with this season. There's not really much footage of it, but I was doing it with Crusader because I was trying to do a con with Fist of Heavens as my speed farm build in that, but it's kind of just with time restrictions that got out of hand. I was able to do 2 Greater Rift 150 runs, one with Inarius, and then the other one with Natalia. I tried doing Marauder and it failed miserably, but hey, it happens. So this season, depending on my opinion on it, will contradict how hard I play the season because it'll definitely not be as much proactivity as season 30 was, because with season 30 I think I put the most amount of hours I've ever put in a season, and that's a shocker because I wasn't really too keen on blasting until I realized this season's pretty fun. And there's definitely going to be some frustration with this season, as last season I had frustrations too. That's because my lack of understanding what I'm doing with certain builds will contradict how I play. So that's going to be the season 31 rundown, what to expect for rewards, what to expect for Hatterig's gift. My cat is screaming in the background because she wants my attention, and of course, what my plans are going to be for this season. If you do decide to watch this, what's going to be your plan for the season? Like, what do you want to start off with, and what do you expect to happen for upcoming features of Diablo 3? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. And sorry about the no update part or uploads. As I said, life's been hectic, and I will try to at least upload somewhat more consistently, but that really just depends on if I have the time in that. But that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna stop rambling, stop talking, and hope you guys enjoy.